stand for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem. We ask that you remain standing until the color guard has retired from the arena. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. I would like to present our principal, Mrs. Bridget Hargadine.
It is now my privilege to introduce our special guest, Mrs. Debbie Hawley, chairperson of our school board, Mrs. Donna Mills, School Board Vice Chair of the School Board, Carolyn Hilson, District 2 School Board Member, Catherine Hensley, District 4 School Board Member, Dr. Mark Rendell, you might remember him, Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Kevin Perry, Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Helen Wild, Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Michael Arnett, Assistant Principal of the Applied Sciences Academy, Mr. Alex Auger, Assistant Principal, Visual and Performing Arts Academy. Miss Amy Slacum, Assistant Principal, Jaguar Prep Academy. Miss Deborah Kohuth, Assistant Principal, the Lyceum Academy. Also, Mrs. Yost, Superintendent of St. Lucie County Schools. And your senior class president, Ms. China Degginger. Students, please call when you hear your name. Down in front, we also have Senior Vice President Nairi Grace, Senior Treasurer James Williams, Senior Secretary Maurizio Campos, our class valedictorian, Morgan Bell, class salutatorian, James Williams. At this time, I would also like to recognize our seniors who have done exceptional academic work over their high school careers. Students who are graduating with honors, please stand. These students have earned a 3.0 or above. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. You may be seated. Students who have earned a high honors designation, please stand. These students earned a GPA of 3.8 or higher while in high school. We honor your hard work and dedication today. You may be seated. If you are graduating with a 4.0 or higher, please stand. Thank you for recognizing these wonderful students. You may be seated. Students who are in the top 10 of your class, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. I would also like to recognize Casey Lucidi. Please stand. This young lady had 13 years of perfect attendance at school. If you are earning an associate's degree from Indian River State College, would you please stand? Imagine earning your high school degree and an associate's degree in college at the same time. We recognize your hard work. Thank you. You may be seated. We have 13 students who earned Bright Futures scholarships this year. If you earned a Bright Futures scholarship, would you please stand? All right, very good. Thank you. Lastly, I would also like to honor Senior William Banal. William, will you please stand? He will be attending the very prestigious West Point Military Academy. Lastly, all seniors, if you are entering the military service and serving your country, when you leave our high school, would you please stand? Thank you for your service to your country. We honor your commitment. I would like to welcome everyone to this very special commencement. I know that our 367 senior Jaguars are thrilled to celebrate this momentous occasion with their parents, family members, friends, and teachers. Seniors, will you please take a moment to clap for your family and friends who have supported you? The class of 2014 has touched the lives of all the adults who've had the privilege of working with them throughout their high school careers. Teachers, please stand so our seniors can applaud for you. Thank you. Our seniors have earned $1,703,572 in scholarships. I will sincerely miss this smart, talented group, and I will be proud to call them Jaguar alumni. Every time I enjoy an extended conversation with any of them, I am proud of who they are and the work we have done with them. Graduates, leading educator Dr. Howard Gardner recently wrote that no matter how much the world is changing, we must remember goodness is a timeless quality. He fears that this goodness is imperiled in our 21st century, especially in the virtual communities we form on the internet. Now that we are connected to so many worldwide, it is more difficult than ever to uphold our obligation to treat others with fairness, generosity, and kindness. I challenge you, as some of the kindest, nicest students I know face to face, to be role models of kindness and generosity online. And there are many leaders among you. There were $448,000 awarded in military scholarships and over $61,862 in athletic scholarships awarded to this class. This is also a class of curious, lifelong learners. There were $82,848 awarded for Bright Future scholarships and $1,110,862 awarded for academic scholarships. We know now that learning is no longer the singular burden of teenagers and children. It is the privilege and the obligation of an entire lifetime. We know now that, contrary to long-held beliefs, the adult nervous system remains plastic, flexible, capable of affecting new neural connections. With as fast as our world changes, you must also keep learning. So never stop being kind, never stop learning. Oprah Winfrey suggested to Harvard seniors at a graduation ceremony, if you're constantly pushing yourself higher, the law of averages, not to mention the myth of Icarus, predicts that you will at some point fall. And when you do, I want you to know this. I want you to remember this. There is no such thing as failure. Failure is just life trying to move us in another direction. And yes, there are and there will always be difficult times when you think you've come to a dead end in your life or in your career or even an apparent point of no return. But let me tell you, as one who has experienced these events once or twice, when that happens, think of what the author, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, once said when he spoke of the condition that human beings are not born once and for all on the day their mothers give birth to them, but that life obliges them to give birth to themselves over and over again. Time, experience, knowledge, education, love, one's values, all these can and do affect us and change us and enable us to reinvent ourselves. We have all reinvented ourselves many times in our adult lives, and I'm sure you will do the same thing. Graduates, make the most of the time that you have. Every day, every minute counts. We are missing a beautiful young lady and a senior at this ceremony today, whose life was tragically cut short as she walked to catch her bus and come to the school she loved and take her senior classes. Diana Zand's guilt touched so many lives. Let us bow our heads and have a moment of silence for this wonderful friend and Jaguar senior who cannot be with us today. Diana's friends and family are here with us today because they know she was excited and proud to receive her diploma. She met all the graduation requirements before she passed away. To honor her, her family is here to accept her diploma, cap and gown, and her last quarter honor roll certificate. Will Diana's parents please come to the stage to receive her diploma? You may be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce the president of the senior class of 2014. China Deginger is the daughter of Sue and Jeff Deginger. At this time, would Ms. Deginger please stand and be recognized? China has attended Port St. Lucie High School since her freshman year. She is a member of 6 sports teams, the dance program, and student government throughout her 4 years of high school, while maintaining a 5.0 GPA. It is my pleasure to introduce China Deginger as your 2014 class president.
Hello. It is my honor to be speaking here today. Coming into high school, none of us could imagine what these 4 years would have in store. We came into freshman year, some of us knowing everybody, and some of us knowing nobody. But we all knew one thing, and that was that these 4 years were supposed to set the tone for the rest of our lives. Everyone kept telling us that not only were they supposed to set the tone for our lives, but they were supposed to be the best 4 years of our lives. I know what many of you are thinking. Something like, boy, I sure hope not. And a few months ago, I would have probably agreed with you. But when asked to write this speech, I really had to look back on these past 4 years. And it made me realize that they weren't so bad. Sure, we seemed to have a new principal, dress code, or rule every time we turned around, but we all grew so much as people. This class became a class centered around the desire to succeed. The students in front of all of you today have overcome everything from homelessness to family tragedies to severe illness and have still come out on top. They put in countless hours on the field, court, mat, stage, and even in the classroom just to taste a touch of success. For many people, high school is the high point of their life. But for this class, it's merely the starting point. The members of this class have the potential to go on to do some spectacular things, like become professional athletes, the rising stars of Broadway, the leaders of our military, CEOs, and countless other things. No matter what each individual decides to do, it's going to be a tough road ahead of them. However, I believe this class is ready to pave the way. Starting here today, at graduation, the first of many accomplishments we will make during our lifetimes. Now, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge our Jaguars in the sky, Hunter Henry and Diana Hill-Zanez. Their presence is no longer physical, but they still resonate in all of our hearts and minds. Even though we will not be able to see the amazing people they would have become, we will continue to remember them in the way we live our own lives. We will succeed not only for ourselves, but for them as well. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It is my distinct honor to introduce to you James Williams, a man known all throughout our city for his superior skills in mathematics, as well as his many other talents. James has served with the Jaguar JROTC Battalion for 4 years, has been a varsity cross-country athlete for 2 years, is a school-wide peer-to-peer tutor, is our senior class treasurer, and most importantly, is our senior class salutatorian. As a salutatorian, he is graduating with a weighted GPA of 5.5. He has shown his academic acumen by mastering the most rigorous courses that Port St. Lucie High School has to offer: IB, AP, and dual enrollment. He has earned a 4-year Army ROTC scholarship to the Florida Institute of Technology, where he will major in applied mathematics and ultimately receive a commission in the United States Army as a second lieutenant. Everyone, please welcome the class of 2014 salutatorian, Mr. James Edwards Williams III.
Struggles of being tall. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, faculty and staff, and graduates of Port St. Lucie High School, welcome to this marvelous graduation ceremony. I stand here with a sense of pride, knowing that we have all overcome the obstacle of finally graduating high school. But, my fellow students, this also marks the start of a new obstacle, the terrifying and difficult adult life. Now we have to start thinking for ourselves, and to me, that just sounds scary. But something I've learned in the past 4 years is to pursue these new goals with an unbridled tenacity. To be quite frank, I never thought I would have made it this far. To be standing here in front of my friends, family, and fellow graduates as second in my class. I remember in middle school getting straight C's and being the awkward kid in the corner that no one seemed to think twice about. However, I wanted something different for myself, something better. I was tired of being the awkward kid with no future, so I decided to look for an outlet, a way to be useful and recognized. That is how my talent for mathematics came about. Often people have came up to me and asked how math comes so easily to me, and even go as far as to say that I'm smart. However, I retort that I just don't see it that way. I tell him that I was only lucky that I found a talent early in my high school years. My success these past 4 years was never about the mathematics, but the fact that I overcame a boundary that many people are stuck behind. It merely started with the math. I remember my freshman year where I felt like I could be lucky enough to even jog half a lap around the track. I just couldn't do it. Running was definitely not my calling. However, with this in mind, I decided to join cross country, and that became one brutal season. I thought to myself, before I was never good at math, and that's changed, so I can do the same thing with running, right? And boy, for a while was I wrong. And that's what I did these past 4 years. I saw something I knew I was bad at, and I ran right into the middle of it until I improved. It turns out that I was not trying to be on top or be the best, but just to be the best that I can be for myself. That brings a whole different kind of motivation that has made me become who I am today. I stand here proud to see every one of my fellow classmates graduate, but I also want to inspire you all to face the rest of your lives with one thing in mind: to set a goal higher than you think you can reach and work at it. Work hard, never give up, and you'll end up surprising yourself at what you can accomplish. Do not do this for fame, money, or to impress others, but do it for yourself. Do it to become a better you. And as a result, you'll do something that will make you truly happy and that you'll be known for the rest of your life. It's called chasing your dreams, something that we were taught since we were crawling around in diapers. Find a way to make your dreams come true, and you will be even luckier than I have ever been in the past. So, graduates of Port St. Lucie High School, go out there and show the world what you can do in your new adult lives. Thank you.
I affectionately called James Mr. 6'5" for a long time this year, and it's very apparent right now. Thank you, James. On behalf of Port St. Lucie High School, we do present to you this gift in recognition of your achievements as salutatorian. The outstanding academic performance as our salutatorian for the class of 2014, James Williams. Lastly, I am here to introduce the class of 2014 valedictorian, Morgan Bell. Morgan is joined today by her ecstatic family and friends. At this time, Mr. and Mrs. Bell, will you please stand to be recognized? Throughout Morgan's high school career, she has excelled in her coursework and challenged herself through the programs offered at Port St. Lucie High School, such as AP and honors courses, and Indian River State College by participating in dual enrollment. She has received multiple honor roll recognitions from both schools. Morgan is graduating with a weighted GPA of 5.68 and an associate's degree from Indian River State College. She will be attending the University of Central Florida this coming fall. Please welcome Morgan Bell.
Good morning, teachers, faculty, guests, family, friends, and the class of 2014. The day is finally here.
We're going to walk across the stage, receive an empty diploma cover, and return to our seats until the last person is called. We practiced it twice, and this final time will be the end. The valedictory speech is meant to be a farewell. It's a goodbye to our teachers, our mentors, our family as we embark on yet another adventure at college, and of course, a goodbye to Port St. Lucie High School. This graduating class did not make it here alone. There are many people who played a role in the last 4 years. For some, it might have been just one teacher, a coach, or a parent, while for others, it might have been their friends, grandparents, or a church. My last 4 years have been full of influential people. Without them, I would have never made it to this stage today. First, my parents and my younger brother have been extremely supportive. My family taught me a lot that high school never did. They taught me about building people up instead of tearing them down. They instilled in me a drive to progress and push and face challenges head on. They tried teaching me not to procrastinate, but that lesson hasn't taken effect yet. I wouldn't be half the person I am today without them. Thank you for everything. Secondly, I have so many teachers and administrators who have made an impact on me. Mr. Laban, the band director at Southport Middle School, has been with me since middle school, and I know that I can always go to him with any problem. He will always have some story to tell with a lesson attached that'll get me through. I've had so many inspiring, passionate teachers through these years at Port St. Lucie High School and Indian River State College, and I admire their desire to teach and thank them for their efforts. Dr. Rendell, I'd like to offer my sincere gratitude for nominating me for the leadership seminars that I never attended. Even if I couldn't go, it meant a lot to be recognized. You always take the time to support each and every one of us, and I speak for the class with that one. Without fail, you've attended every sporting event, concert, drama, dance show, and JORTC event since our freshman year. It's easy to read about great leaders, but walking through the hallways every day with one is a completely different experience. The class of 2014 thanks you. Finally, I'd like to thank Mr. Auger. From my very first day in 2010, you've constantly been around. If I needed anything, I knew exactly which office to go to. Thank you for cheering me on, being a role model, and always encouraging me to encourage others. I'm sorry I didn't start any clubs, even though I know you really wanted me to. Thank you for pushing me to do my best and set a good example. Without yours and Miss Brown's help, I would have never made it into the Burnett Honors College. You will always be my favorite person on the Port St. Lucie High School campus. Class of 2014, I have a question. I'm not trying to be funny or facetious. Do you think you're special? I can't tell you how many times I've been asked that, but not in a good way. Every time an administrator wants to yell at us for breaking a rule, doesn't it start something like that? I'll tell you what, to be considered special by definition, you must be better, greater, or otherwise different from what's usual. We have a class filled with people who each have talents and passions and interests. We have executive chefs and authors and inventors, mathematicians, magicians, and so much more sitting among us. Each person is unlike the one next to them. Don't get me wrong, I am not trying to say that any of you are better or greater, but each of us is different from what is usual. They always told us that high school was going to prepare us for the real world. Unfortunately, life isn't divided into semesters where grades reset and you get a do-over. You don't get summers off, and your bosses have a lot more power than your teachers ever did. Also, unlike high school, teamwork is necessary to succeed and not considered plagiarism or cheating. It's almost impossible to do it alone. Graduates, strive to do whatever makes you happiest. Change your major, quit your boring job, create art, read a good book, listen to good music, work out, live your life in a way that makes you want to get out of bed every day. If you find yourself unhappy, set achievable goals. It's the first step to self-improvement. So, class of 2014, do you think you're special? Because I certainly think we are. Finally, the valedictory speech wouldn't be a goodbye speech without a goodbye. So I'd like to say goodbye to Port St. Lucie High School, our teachers, our faculty, and the staff. You will not be missed. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. And I present to you at this point on behalf of Port St. Lucie High School your sculpture recognizing your outstanding academic performance as valedictorian, class of 2014. Thank you. And at this time, I would welcome Ms. Hargadine back to the podium.
Superintendent Yost, if you would please join me at the podium. Distinguished members of the school board and Superintendent Yost, as principal of Port St. Lucie High School, I present to you the graduating class of 2014. I certify that they have met the graduation requirements of the School Board of St. Lucie County and the state of Florida.
Thank you, Mrs. Hargadine, and welcome, students. What a fabulous class. We've heard that you possess academic talent coupled with caring, kind, compassionate attributes. What a fabulous package. Not to mention the fact how good-looking you are. What a sharp-looking group of students, the class of 2014. I hope you will continue to follow your passions, overcome your fears, and continue to love yourself daily for the accomplishments you reach. At this time, I would like to recommend that we award your certificates.
Let us now begin roll call. Please raise the first line.
Morgan Bell. James Williams. Angelica Cortez. Jan Kelly. Tommy Wynn. Brian Corkum. William Bernard. Tiara Ball. Mauricio Campos. Nairi Grace. Lydia Accardi. Alexander Akavati Preston. Giselle Acevedo. Katarina Ahukam. Taisha Alberry. Amor Jesus, better known as AJ Alexio. Taylor Allen. James Alston. Caitlin Ember. Kelly Ambrose. Benjamin Enric. Brittany Angeletti. Christopher Archibald. Sierra Ather. Deshanira Orchid. Jalen Austin. Brianna Azaredo, Jeffrey Bodini, Christopher Batista, Braylon Badola, Ananda Bean, William Benson, Rachel Birmingham, Bella Bernard, Anthony Bertrand, Ashley Bettinger, Casey Bouchard, Alvaro Biosca, Lashni Bipad, Casey Bertwell, Christopher Bundy, Isaiah Bonilla, Natalie Bradley, Stephen Bradley, Jonathan Brough, Heather Brewer, Jalen Brooks Carter, Chad Brown, Javier Burgos, Rachel Butcher, Kimberly Conterero, Christopher Carraras, Joseph Carroll, Matthew Carroll, Brendan Carter, Pablo Castillo, Stephanie Castillo, Justin Castrihon, Gino Catalano, Gabriel Carsai, Antoinette Centauri, Nick Sorali, Rose Servan, Carlos Chamorro, Taylor Cheney, Anthony Charbonneau, Anthony Chavez, Tina Chen, Barry Cherry, Stephanie Chihuahua, Mariah Chun, Madison Clark, Alex Clark, Jaquan Coe, Kelsey Koffendeffer, Sierra Kogosi, Bianca Colon, Austin Connor, Garrett Connor, Andre Cordova, Kayla Cortez, Anissa Cruz, Gabriel Da Silva, Junior DeCos, Jerry DeJean Jr., Edwin De Jesus, Jennifer De Leon, Darian Denson, Anthony De Pasquale III, Milanda De Raville, Shayna DeWitt, Christy Dill. Nafisa Dixon. Christian Donahue. Jessica Donnelly. Lynn Dorsley. Caleb Dover. Amanda Dardell. Percy Dewin. Caitlin Eddy. Jacob Elrod. Francis Escudero. Leanne Esposito. Enrique Esquivel. Daniel Esteril. Fanel Esteril. Kevin Strada. Ruth Etienne. Megan Fago. Ambrosio Orestes Fernandez. Tamisa Figueredo. Kayla Figuerero. Brooke Fisher. Justin Flatus. Eric Foley. Ashley Francis. Ashley Fuentes. Jasmine Furco. Michael Fusco. Thomas Gallagher. Robert Gallimore. Alejandro Gamez. Bea Garcia. Jacqueline Garcia. Christian Garnett. Hadley Gedeon. Christina George. Micheline Gilbert. Jeremy Gilliland. Zena Golfin. Jose Gomez. Ashley Gonzalez. Jason Gonzalez. Jessica Gobash. Brian Grant. Deja Grant. Rolando Graz. Rachel Griffith Chandler. Megan Guivarez. Anthony Gadis. Carlos Gillen. Matthew Gutierrez. Marshall Hall. Tana Harley. Timothy Hamilton. Amanda Hemrick. Ryan Hardy. Wahan Haripusai. Luciana Haskins. Tommy Henny. Farron Henry. Marissa Hewitt. Alyssa Hickey. Savannah Higgins. Brendan Nogan. Thomas Ruby. Taylor Huggins. Michael Hutchinson. Michelle Wynn. Simone Jackson. Taylor Jeffrey. Jacob Jensen. Connor Johannes. Francina Johnson. J.C. Johnson, Tashara Jones, Shakrita Jordan, Diana Joseph, Matthew Joyner, Dinesh Jugadeo, John Julian, Michael Salvatore Kahan, Amy Keith, Michael Kent, Ashley Kingsley, Kayla King, Christopher Kingsley, Michael Cush, Cassidy Cutner, Caitlin Lanigan, Justin Lanzetta, Brendan Lipovsky, Dulce Lara, Ashley Lohan, Rose Lebrun, Carlos Ledger, Keisha Leonard, James Lennon, Jeff Leone, Nadia Leslie, Clay Lesniak, Danielle Levy, Romario Lewis, Tavon Lindsay, Fresnel Loiseau, Michael Lomenchar, Maybelline Lopez, Paul Lua, Mary Lucas, Casey Lucidi, Shane Lynch,
Arlene Mabry, Jasmine Maceo, Crystal Mangoni, Kayla Martin, Taylor Martinez, Ashley Matthews, Jake Marr, Isaiah McFadden, Stephen McFarland, Edward McLaughlin, Andrew McDonald, Justin McKenna, Melissa McLaughlin, Sienna McNeil, Paige Mears, Deanna Merrill, Kelly Myers, Kaylin Miller, Lizzie Miller, Donald Milton, Nicole Malloy, Ryan Morales, Alan Morgan, Shakira Morgan, Tyrell Mooring, Rhiannon Morris, Cassandra Morrison, Jeremy Morrison, Tyler Morrison, Mary Mulholland. Valerie Munley. Jairo Murillo. Taylor Murphy. Deshaun Myers. Lori Nadolny. Carlos Navarez. Christopher Newhart. Mai Nguyen. Fritznol Nanombre. Jacob Norsworthy. Rufa Nuesca. Victoria Orafici. Melanie Ortega. Summer Pasella. Kiera Paris. Dylan Payne. Sydney Pearson. Cassidy Perry. Tim Perry. Ariana Petrell Thomas. Casey Pettis. Andrew Phillips. Ernest Pierre. Anna Podesta. Alexis Poirier. Catherine Poleski. Stephanie Portales. Isabel Prado. Rick Principe. Brianna Prue. Michael Pulcini. Angel Quinones. Giancarlo Quintero. Duman Ranford. Jade Ray. Brian Reed. Justin Reed. Danielle Reed Brown. Jennifer Reichert. Elisa Restituyo. Cindy Rivera. Jamie Rodas. Tanya Rodriguez. Jacqueline Rodriguez. Crystal Saavedra. Michael Sampson. Carly Sands. Domenico Santiago. Sasha Santini. Stephanie Scaragni. Ian Shower. Austin Scroggins. Travis Sears. Emily Sellis. Wayne Shaw. Siani Sierra. Bobby Seeding. Louis Silas. Rachel Silverman. Dion Singh. Dylan Singh. Raven Sizemore. Donisha Smith. Jason Smith. Rihanna Sukan. Douglas Sosa. Alexander Stack. Kyle Stanglehess. Malik Stanley. Gina Stephen. Mark Stewart. Ariana Swoboda. Crystal Sylvester. Samantha Taglieri. Jasmine Tanzer. Christopher Taylor. Holly Taylor. Amrit Timal. Sarah Thornton. Brielle Toldo. Diamond Torres. Sharella Trosper. Lydia Vargas. Jacqueline Villatoro. Rebecca Virgil. Amber Bombar. Luke Walker. Allie Walls. Brian Ward. Brandon Watson. Timothy Watts. Brandon Way. Jarrett Wegner. Marissa Wells. Tim Whalen. Austin White. Cameron White. Kelly Wilkeson. Belinda Williams. Dolores Williams. Kassan Wilson. Talia Wilson. Jason Wisdom. Maxwell Wolfkale. Elizabeth Wynn. Alexandra Yarbrough. Jessica Yarbrough. Kelly Young. Tyler Young. Paul Zuniga. Jesus Silva. Marshall De Leon. China Deginger.
Superintendent Yost, Class President China Deginger, please join me at the podium. Seniors, at this time, will you please rise? Ms. Yost, our seniors await your confirmation.
Congratulations again, seniors. By the powers vested in me by the state of Florida, as well as the school board of St. Lucie County, I now pronounce you graduates. To the class of 2014, turn your tassels.
Graduates, remain standing. Mr. McGallagher, will you please join the band? Please welcome the Jaguar Band and Mr. McGallagher as they play the Alma Mater, which is located on the last page in your program. As we begin our recessional, I ask the audience to remain seated until the last graduate exits the arena and enters Building A. Please allow space for the recessional of the students from the arena. Line leaders will assist the recessional of graduates. Teachers and administrators will report to the designated areas to give out diplomas and secure the area. Parents, please remain outside of Building A until your student emerges.